So I was thinking today about how I had only just recently discovered how my focal epilepsy was only diagnosed when I was 37 years old. When I discovered that the symptoms had a name when I was researching epilepsy for Tricia, when she started having her grand mal seizures at age 16. After she had been vaccine injured after her third Gardasil shot. Well, I started thinking today about other symptoms I have had all my life that people have always found annoying but never looked into. They just yelled and yelled and yelled at me, but I could never control, such as repeating myself, nervous laughter, stuff like that. Now, some of these symptoms can be led back to abuse I endured all my life. But it can also be led back to the same brain injury endured by the high fever that caused the focal epilepsy when I was 2 years old. But no one bothered to check into it. Not a single soul thought to check into it. Yes, these can all be signs of brain injury. As I have researched signs of brain trauma and brain injury, yes, they are signs of brain trauma and brain injury due to abuse situations, but also due to things like high fever, brain injury due to being hit on the head, stuff like that. It's been proven that abuse situations can cause brain injury. So yes, LaMonte is causing brain injury to his children by being the way he is. And yes, he caused brain injury to me. And so did Heather. In fact, I did not have AFib before I met him. Otherwise, MEPS would have caught it. I did not have my first heart episode or my first asthma attack until I met him. Those were both brought on by abuse. Everything changed. All of my health changed after I met him. So yes, abuse is very life-threatening. People don't realize it's not just physical abuse. It is also emotional abuse. Emotional abuse can kill. It can keep your stress levels high, keep your emotional hormone levels high, keep cortisone levels sky high, keep everything sky high in your body for extended levels of time. And that is very life-threatening to a body and can cause all kinds of body systems to go haywire. It has been proven scientifically. And that's what happened to me. Now, while my balance is still for crap, I catch myself nearly falling almost every day. I'll never be right again. My back still hurts like crap. I can't walk or stand for more than, I don't know, sometimes half an hour is too much. Sometimes I can go for a couple of hours. Then my back starts screaming at me. Sit down or else. That's why I can never work a job again. I don't have the muscle stamina anymore. Everything starts screaming in pain. I certainly can't do the 16-hour shifts I used to do. All that's been taken away from me. I used to be able to do an 8-hour shift in the Air Force and go straight over to Walmart and do another 8-hour shift. Forget it. I can't do that anymore. I can't even do 2 hours. My back goes, what do you think you're doing? We went to the craft show downtown, and just after 2 hours, my back's going, you better sit down or else you're going to be on your back. We were going to try to stick around for the parade. There was no way. I had to go home. I sat down in my chair and I felt like someone was sticking hot pokers in my back. That's no joke. And thanks to Heather saying something last year about Dad spanking me and that waking up the memory of Dad sitting on my back while he was spanking me. Thank you for waking up that memory. Like I really wanted to remember that, Heather. And I was 14 years old at the time when he would do that. That's most likely when the damage to my back started. Because a 300-pound man sitting on a 14-year-old girl's back, yeah, that's going to do some damage. And I just kept sticking it out and sticking it out and sticking it out for 30 plus years. My parents taught me, don't complain, just do your job. Don't say a word. And of course, not complaining only made it worse because no one knew I was in pain. So when I was in labor with my first child and they did that, it wasn't the intrathecal. It was an intrathecal. It wasn't an epidural. They messed it up. And I had back seizures for a year and a half. And my parents made fun of it. And I came home and and my back would go into one of its seizures. They actually made fun of it. Oh, she's making that up. That's not real. Yeah, fuck you. Let's see your back go into a seizure like this and see how good you feel. I couldn't even move during one of those. It was one of those things that really made me really detest my parents at that point in my life. And they tell me, oh, you've changed. Yeah, I'm not going to put up with your bullshit anymore. I've been through the military. Of course I've changed. I'm a different woman now. A back seizure is going to make it so that you can't move. You can't just keep on going because your parents are saying you're faking it. They didn't like it when I fought them off for my daughter either. They were going to exile LaMonte and me from Logansport and keep Trisha. And I said, no. You exile us, you're exiling your granddaughter too. It's a package deal. Heather not only beat me but she also got in a punch on Trisha. You know, I am not leaving my daughter with that monster. I'm protecting my daughter. So. And Heather's never changed. She still keeps lying about that and saying, I don't know why Misty left. She's lying about that. It never happened. Bullshit, it didn't happen. She just doesn't want to take responsibility for her own actions. She never has and never will. And that's part of the reason I don't want her back. Well, good night, all.